Having a great day. Right now it's a Sunday morning and I've been up a couple of hours. And yes, my voice is tired from an incredibly exciting week of teaching and sharing in the week. So let me get some water. Pardon me. And Sundays are typically a days where I basically rest my body, rest my mind, and rest my emotions, my spirit, everything. So it's a day of rest for me. And so I have this saying, and kids love it at TKC, Donato Karate, which is where I teach full time. And if you're a student, you want to connect with me, you definitely connect with me anytime through texting 856-278-5282. If you have an encouraging word or you have a question about anything that you believe that I might have an answer for, if you want to hear my opinion, go ahead and text me 856-278-5282. And if you're not a student and you want to find out about martial arts at Donato Karate, you can definitely text me 856-278-5282 and I'll give you that information. But week of speaking and teaching, sharing in person, live in person at Donato Karate, or speaking to groups, or going online like now, talking, really wears my voice out. So I got to rest my voice. And I have this saying to our students that on Sunday, I either do nothing or whatever I want. That's my plan for my Sunday. But more importantly, I want to make sure that I rest my body, rest my mind, rest my spirit. So I wanted to share with you some of the highlights that I had this week. This is the reason why I came on today. And I rarely come live on Sundays. I'm recalling that. But I decided 2020, Vision 2020, one of the things I want to do is really go deeper in sharing what I'm learning in the course of the week. And so today I want to share lessons learned this week, this past week. And of course, we had our new year. Happy New Year to everyone. This is our first weekend of the new year. And I'm reading books. I have new books that I'm reading, old books that I'm reading. I'm doing a lot of seminars and workshops online, connecting with a lot of my mentors in a deeper way this year, and really connecting with also influencers in the community, martial arts community, leadership community, and also education, and people in my community, Mount Laurel, and really going deeper, getting to know who they are, what their needs are, and then they're sharing with me some lessons they've learned. So anyway, I wanted to share with you 6 key things that I took from my journal from this week, from all the people that I connected with, the research that I've done, and share that with you. Okay, so my number one that I have here is what I do either empowers me or disempowers me. And what I found out this week is that there are things that I'm doing that really is empowering me, like researching, doing workshops, studying, getting up early, and making sure I have a mindset right for the day, feeding my body, exercising my body, connecting with people that are positive, that are in positions of leadership, and they have shown success through the choices that they've made. Most of them are a lot older than me. Not all of them are, because I'm going to be 59 years old. But I'm connecting with them, and what I'm learning is that I need to focus on things that empower me so I can stay positive and focused on what I need to get done in the day. So that's why on my journal it says, whatever it takes, get it done. So I need to make sure I do things that empower me and not disempower me, things that will drain me to the point where I become ineffective. And so that's one thing that I learned this week, that I make sure I stay focused on that. Some of the lessons that I learned this week were not lessons, but reminders. So that was a lesson and a reminder to Peter, be mindful of what you do and make sure it does not pull you away from or take energy away from you to the extent where you start getting off track and start losing. So that was my number one. My number two is this: my responsibility as a parent, teacher, and leader is to do what has to get done, okay, and do it in a way when it needs to get done, and the way it needs to get done, whether I feel like it or not. So that was another reminder for me this week. My responsibility, my duty as a parent, teacher, and a leader is to do what has to get done, when it has to get done, the way it needs to be done, whether I feel like it or not. So that was my lesson this week. It was a hardcore lesson. And my number three lesson is keep the main thing the main thing. I was in several meetings this past week, and people, some of the leaders and influencers that I was speaking to, some were saying that, hey, this is my focus, and this is why I'm focusing on this. And then they were saying it with respect to my relationship with them and to how I was working with them. And they were, in my mind, they were reminding me that I need to make sure I know what my main thing is. They were letting me know what their main thing is. And great, their main thing is great. I'm going to help them whatever way I can to help them accomplish their goal based on what they have focused on, their vision, their goals, their agenda, and it's their main thing. And then I was reminded, gosh, I need to make sure I stay focused on my main thing. My main thing is my main thing. And so, so we all have these things that we're focusing on. And yes, we're all going to work together to help each other out, because there's a saying that says, a rising tide lifts all ships. And the saying that is, I hear a lot in the jiu-jitsu world, but it's true. So if I become successful, everyone else in my community will be successful. Okay, but I need to make sure I focus on my main thing. And my main thing is basically my family. And I focus on my success and my improvement, my empowerment. And at the same time, my main thing is my family. Because when I become stronger, focused, empowered, and become successful, my family also becomes successful. And then that's my main thing. My main thing is me, my family. And then I know by doing that, I lift everything else. Any person that I connect with, any student, any community member, any mentors, influencers that I connect with, I know my main thing is my main thing. I focus on that, and that will help everyone else be successful. And so, a lesson I learned this week. Okay, number four is success happens to me because of me. Success happens not to me, but because of me. Because of me. So based on the choices that I make. Okay, so I have to remember that. Now, someone said that to me this week, and I wrote that in my journal. Peter, success does not happen to you. It happens because of you. So focus on the choices that you make, and make sure you remember that your success is your responsibility based on your choices. And make sure you make it your duty to be successful. It's all on you. No excuses. Don't complain. Don't whine. And don't put the power of your success on anyone else. It's on you. Okay, so success is going to happen because of you. For me, that was so empowering. And so that was one of my big key lessons this week. Okay, and the next one, number 5, is stay focused on what gives me traction. Okay, what am I doing that's going to keep me moving forward? Traction. I was gripping. I did a live Facebook and YouTube the other day about that. Traction. What am I doing that's going to give me traction? Focus on that. Boom, boom, boom. Don't get focused. Don't lose focus on what gives me traction by getting distracted and doing things that are not giving me traction. So workshops, webinars, when I go onto YouTube and I look for some key videos that are going to help give me traction, of course, we all know when you go to YouTube, we go on social, it's so easy. Those platforms are designed to distract you. So I have to be disciplined and focused and laser beam focused, like we teach at DKC, at Donato Karate Center. Of course, that's where I teach martial arts. I teach our students that you must be laser beam focused, because the world is full of distractions. So focus on what's going to give you traction, so you're moving in the direction that you need to move. Okay, yes, you may get off track, learn the lesson, get back on track. So you have to have high level of awareness, and then assess what you're doing, and then make sure you're moving to the right appropriate action. Okay, guys, so that was number 5. Number 6. Okay, I went live with this the other day, and number 6 lesson this week was you show up, you work hard and work smart, you show off your skills, your gifts, your talents, and your abilities, and then you look for and expect to get the results that you need, that keep you moving forward, that keep you reaching toward that vision you have for yourself. And so that's what I learned this week. That's what I was reminded of this week. Say, Peter, you got to show up. You show up, and when you show up, you need to work hard and work smart. And then you show off your skills, show off your abilities, your gifts, your talents, and you pump those muscles and let people see, so that they can see your gifts, talents, and let them see that. They need to see that so that they can see the value you bring to the environment and to the project and to the mission. Okay, and then you look for and expect to see improvements through the results. And you got to look for that. Is what I'm doing making a difference? So I need to find ways to qualify it and to quantify it. Okay, so this is another lesson I learned this week. So parents, teachers, educators, community leaders, okay, make sure, these are my lessons. Make sure, let me share that with you. Make sure you're looking for things that empower you, empower yourself, be responsible for who you are, what you do as a parent, teacher, and leader. That's my recommendation. And make sure you focus on your main thing. Okay, and then remember, success happens not to you, but because of you. You have the power of choice. So make it your responsibility to be successful and stay focused on what gives you traction. And then at the end of the day, success begins when you show up and then work hard, work smart, show off your skills and talents, and then look for and expect to see results so that you can adapt and improvise, so that you are aware, you can assess and move to the right appropriate action. Okay, guys, so one thing pounded in me every day is that success is my responsibility. It is my duty. Guys, that's what I want to share with you today. That's my lessons for this previous week. I hope you guys have a great day, a blessed day, and looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on the mats. If you're a student, any questions, contact me, 856-278-5282. Only text, guys, text. Do not call. You can call that number. You will only get a machine. I do not answer the phone. Okay, I read texts. So you can text me there if you're not a student of Donato Karate. That's where I teach these days at martial arts. My daughter and I are teaching at Donato Karate these days. So if you want to find out about our martial arts program there, text me, 856-278-5282. Other than that, guys, have a blessed day. Take care. Talk to you soon.